everyone, so I am back. If you didn't watch part 1, be sure to watch it. In this video, I'm going to be going over more about self-publishing your children's books, ISBN numbers, your book launch, being your own marketer, bestseller lists, and book tours. Let's get into it. Self-publishing. So, in my last video, I mentioned several websites that you can publish your book on. And now I'm here to give you advice on which ones to go to, especially if you are a new author. If you are new and looking for the simplest, easiest solution, I would self-publish to Amazon's KDP since it is all free, and then also publish an ebook with Barnes & Noble Press since that is also free. If you are a new author and still willing to invest, I would use a self-publishing company like Ingram Spark, where it is only around $50. All the other self-publishing companies like Outskirt and BookBaby are really expensive. They charge over $1,000 in distribution with no added marketing, and some take a percentage of your royalties like a traditional publisher would. It just doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. The only thing I really felt like I got out of self-publishing this way was being able to say that my book is available online with these big name retailers. On top of that, these big name retailers are already taking such a high percentage of my royalties. So having to give even more of my royalties to a company with no help in advertising just made me cringe after a while. For example, Amazon takes 90% of my royalties, BookBaby takes 7%, and that leaves me with 3% in royalties per book. If you publish directly through Amazon yourself without a self-publishing company, you get more of your royalties. Now, the whole point of going the self-publishing route is because it gives you the advantage of collecting more of your money, especially in the long term. Whereas with a traditional publisher, they take much more and you only end up with 10%, maybe 12% of your royalties, even after years of proving yourself as an author. However, they do promote and advertise for you, where you don't need to invest as much like you do with self-publishing. But to each his own. The next thing we're going to talk about is ISBN numbers. What is an ISBN number? It is the barcode on the back of your book, and it stands for International Standard Book Number. You need one if you want your book to be available for sale in bookstores or with an online retailer or wholesaler. This number is what people use to look up your book from anywhere. It's basically a model number for a product that you created. Ebooks don't necessarily need them. The self-publishing companies usually include them in their distribution packages, and Amazon's KDP gives you a free one that can only be used on their website. If you want to purchase one on your own, they cost $125 in the US. Next, we have your book launch. Book launches are what happen when you tell everyone that your book is available for purchase. What is more important though is the time leading up to the initial launch. This is when you tell people that your book is available for pre-order. Doing so builds hype and excitement about your book coming out and makes more people want to buy it. Also, when people pre-order your book, this gives companies like Amazon and Barnes & Noble the chance to see how many books of yours they should keep in stock. The more people that pre-order, the more of your books will be made, and this will move you up higher on the sales ranking charts or even bestseller lists. It's the time when you are intended to make the most sales, so build up as much hype as you possibly can. Be sure to tell your grandma, your grandpa, your cousin, sister, brother, uncle, friends, your friends' friends, and everyone else that you know. I recommend building up this hype at least 1 to 2 weeks prior to launch. During this time, you can also run ads that say, pre-order the children's book, Layla and Luella now. This will make people wonder what your book is about and they won't want to miss out. Which brings us to the marketing portion, marketing yourself. This is where your marketing begins and another investment starts, because you will have to pay for all of your own advertising. I recommend advertising on all social media if you can. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and whatever else there is. Brainstorm ideas and be creative. Try to make engaging content. Don't just keep saying, buy my book, buy my book. Even though that is okay, but after a while, everyone will probably get sick of you. A cool marketing psychology tip though, is that it takes people up to 7 times to read or see something before they buy it. So keep posting. Always ask yourself, how will this post bring value to people's lives? Look at other authors' pages to see how they promote their book, or just think for yourself. Some other ways to promote your book other than social media is to donate a few to your local library. You can also contact independent bookstores in your area and talk about your book to see if they would want to sell it there for a percentage of your royalties. Now we're going to talk about bestseller lists. To achieve bestseller status, you need to sell at least 5,000 to 10,000 copies in your very first week. But here's the catch. Your sales have to be diverse, meaning you can't sell 5,000 books to only one marketplace like Amazon, or it doesn't count. Now, the very last thing that I want to talk about before I let you guys go is book tours. A book tour is when you travel to different places and present and talk about your book to the public. This usually happens within the first 3 months of you publishing your book. You really will only be able to do something like this if your book is already generating sales, because these stores that you are going to have to agree on hosting you, and they need to like your book and see that it is selling. Book tours can be expensive. However, if you are making a lot of sales through Barnes & Noble, to my knowledge, they will host you for free and order copies of your book into their store. If at any point your sales aren't continuous or you stop promoting your book for whatever reason, they will assume it was a flop and you won't be able to do this. So make sure you put in as much effort as you can right from the jump. Develop a strong marketing plan. There are also such things as virtual book tours, which don't cost you anything. Alright, that is the end of this video. I'm pretty sure I covered all the basics. Let me know in the comments down below if I left anything out. Stay positive, get excited, and again, good luck on your book. See ya!